Hello there. Welcome to the channel. Before we get started on this really incredible topic, it's going to be super fun to become aware of how powerful you truly are. Grab your favorite drink. I have me a lovely boba tea. Grab a snack, whatever you feel like you need to get comfortable, and just come hang out with me. We are going to dive deep into the ancient creative source consciousness connection of harmonizing your inner and outer reality. So let's just say you are struggling with a challenging situation in your current existence, a moment of facing chaos, or you are constantly, daily, or every so often struggling with a connection or a group of people or your boss or people you work with, whoever you are consistently connecting with, and you are noticing there are difficulties, challenges, chaos, and you're sick of it. You are tired of this type of connection in this way. So, before we get started, hello, I'm Azraelia. Welcome to the channel where we are eclectic in creation on this channel. This is a safe space to come heal, to vibe, to learn, grow, expand, evolve your consciousness, your self-awareness, your energy, to embody your highest authenticity, which is your highest frequency, to return home to source and live in as much harmony and peace as possible. Okay, so let's begin. So let's just say you are dealing with a daily connection, whether in your household, your work environment, in just your city, your group of friends, just somewhere in your reality. There's a connection or connections that is not serving you. You have the power with your own inner frequency, your source, conscious, embodied connection, to allow source to move through your energy, your quantum self, your consciousness, to recalibrate your frequency and that connection, the energy between that connection. So let's say, this is just going to be an example. It can be anything. Let's just say you are having issues with a coworker and you go into work every day. You even sometimes dread going into work because of this specific person or these group of people. You're just so sick and tired of it. Let's just say you love your job, you love your boss, and you want to stay, but it's just these people are stressing you out. They are immature. They're the drama ones. Talk. So what you can do is go back home to source. You connect to source by going inward and intentionally asking source to recalibrate that dynamic, that situation. If the connection has the opportunity to harmonize a better timeline, a better storyline, and shift the connection altogether, then source will do that. But if someone is just so toxic, you also have the power to vibrate so high, they will have to leave your inner universe and outer reality experience. And trust me on this. I have worked with source to support harmonizing difficult relationships. I have had source remove toxic people, family members, friends from my reality that were just too much. I could not handle it anymore. And The current place that I'm living at, I am renting an apartment. I've been there 5 years now, just signed another lease, and because I actually really love it here. When we first moved in, the property manager, John, he was wonderful, but he ended up leaving last year. When I re-signed the lease, I had not met the new property manager, a woman, and she was just difficult. I was used to John. He would work with us. He was wonderful. He loved having us there. We loved being there. And so I was actually really sad to see him go. But this new property manager, she was difficult. She didn't want to help fix things. I mean, and we're paying them. And it was just not an easy interaction. And I was not happy with the way that I was treated. Well, just literally signed last week another lease. And I didn't even know this until just now. We have a new property manager, another female, and she is wonderful, so much better. I had heard from other people living in our community that they had the same interaction, they had a lot of the same issues, so I went to Source and we got her out. Because that's a big deal, especially when you're paying so much money to live in an apartment. You want to make sure you're getting treated, you know, how you should be treated. So the new property manager, she's now fixing the problems that we had previously that were being denied, and she's doing it like snap of a finger, boom, done. Not questioning it, she was on it. That's the kind of property manager that I want to be renting from. So that was just an example, because that's what recently has been going in my life, to share on a personal note. But look into your life right now. Where do you feel the most challenged? And this could even be a connection with yourself. It doesn't have to be with another person. It could be as something that you're dealing with every day, a challenge. Maybe you are unhappy at your job. Maybe you're unhappy with where you live and you want to move into a better community if you're renting like I am. You know, whatever the situation may be, it can be anything going on in your life that's causing you chaos and disharmony and challenges. Just really look into your daily life. What's causing you stress? What's causing you to not show up and feel, you know, your best self? Like when you enter a specific environment, does it change or alter the way that you feel for a specific person? So look at that situation and take it to Source. Allow Source to guide the entire situation, because Source is our higher wisdom, just like our higher self. But Source is our creator. It's where we all come from. And when we have such an unstoppable and indestructible connection with Source, we literally can create anything, because Source embodiment, Source conscious embodiment, allows us to awaken to our highest gifts and abilities. So take that situation, that person, whatever it is, that environment, directly to Source. Go have an inner conversation, just you and Source. It's between you and the creator. Give it to Source. Give that person to Source and say, okay, I need help here. I need help in a situation. I don't know what to physically do. I don't know what action to take, but I would like to harmonize the situation. And this is going to work for everyone's highest and greatest. So if that connection or that environment has a way of harmonizing and fixing itself, then it's going to, through Source. So what you're gonna do, the next step of this is really important. You need to be open to allow Source to move freely through you. So this is what I personally do, only with Source. This is the only time that I will ever give my free will away, is to the Creator, because the Creator created me. The Creator knows me better than I know me, and the Creator knows every situation in life that can play out better than what I could see on this physical level. So I literally hand my free will over to Source. That is the only energy, the only consciousness that I will ever give my free will to. No one in this world, not a single person, not a leader, not anybody, I will never give my free will to, other than Source. So I will hand my free will over, because then what I'm telling Source is, I trust you fully and completely to move freely within my inner universe, to go through and recalibrate where there's disharmony, where there is chaos and challenges, between a connection with myself, between a connection outside of me, an environment, a situation. And then I say, please harmonize this. And I give intentionally Source whatever it is that needs harmonized. And then the magic happens. Depending on the situation, it could be an instant creation, physical appearance, or sometimes it can take a little bit longer depending on how severe the situation is. Like for my property management situation, the last property manager, the one that was not handling things very well, she was there 1 year, but that's it, 1 year. And now she's gone. And the new property manager, she's been there about 3 months now, very new, but already on top of it. So sometimes things can take a little bit longer, and other times it could be instant, like a day, a week, a month, instant. So this part is where you have to fully trust that Source has it taken care of. Let it go, detach. What I do, if I'm dealing with a difficult person, especially if it's someone in my home, someone that I'm close to, if I am in a challenging situation with someone, then I go silent and I allow Source through my frequency to alter the connection, to alter the situation, whatever it is. If someone's coming in and they're being abusive, they're being toxic, let them. What they are doing is showing Source who they are choosing to be. From there, Source can decide, okay, if this person is going to continuously come through disrespectfully, harmfully, through their ego, through their toxic behaviors that are unhealed wounds, if they're going to continuously come through in your reality like that, then Source will remove them. And that is up to Source, because if there is a chance to harmonize that connection, then it will happen. And let's say you get into a fight with your spouse and they were really disrespectful and rude, and you just walked away, you stopped arguing, you're the one that detached from the situation, and then they keep going. They're continuously being disrespectful, they're not stopping. Then Source will move through you, alter the frequency, and if you're meant to be with that person, they will come through and they will apologize, and you can work through it. If not, then that person will be removed from your reality. And I'm telling you, this works. I have done this with everyone in my life. And the true ones that are always meant to be in my reality, no matter what we go through, we always make it. We become a stronger connection because of Source. And Source right now is coming through me to tell you, even if you don't have any challenges right now, Even if all your connections are harmonious and the connection with yourself and you love your job and everything's going really good, then still plug everything of your entire existence into Source, and Source will go through and harmonize even more than what you're experiencing so that you can experience even better than what you're receiving. And I will constantly do this, even if things are going really good, if things are turning in opposite direction and they're a little bit chaotic or challenging, I always give everything to Source. And Source then moves freely through me because I have given Source full permission. You have to give permission. Source is not going to willingly move through you unless you ask for help and you give over that trust. I'm not telling you you have to give your free will to Source. You don't have to do that step. I do because my connection with Source is unbreakable. Source has literally saved me from so much in this life. And my connection with Source is unbreakable, undeniable, untouchable. And so I have my full existence of trust in Source. If you're not there yet, until you continuously connect with Source and get yourself there, then just give everything to Source and surrender. Just allow Source to move freely through you, because the more Source that can move through you, the more Source can do work inside of your frequency, shifting anything that's causing the chaos, causing the challenge. Because remember, everything in this outer world that you're experiencing, every person, every experience, is you pushed out. It is you having a soul mirrored connection within this world. So if there is a lot of chaos and challenges, it's because there is disharmony in here. So if you're not sure why you keep having the same connections coming in, why there's still harmful, abusive connections, why you align with this specific partner, and you, or like a specific job and a certain boss, and you're tired of it and you don't know why you can't change out of that routine or that cycle, it's because there's disharmony in here and you're unconsciously creating from an unhealed wound that's either been passed down or been collectively programmed. Wherever it came from, it doesn't matter. It's hidden in your unconsciousness. So you need to go in there and face it while also allowing Source to help you heal, to guide you. And in the times of my own personal experiences when I didn't know what to do, I didn't know who to oh my goodness, sorry. There's so much moving through me. Who to turn to. I didn't know what to do. I literally was out of options, resources. That's just how I felt here in the physical. So I always go to Source. Source always knows the way. Source always has a plan, a path, a timeline, a storyline. There's always Source guidance. Always. So if you are sitting here watching this and you have been praying, you have been seeking for guidance, you are just not sure where to turn to, who to go to, you don't know how to end this cycle, you don't know how to get out of this certain relationship or this job, this dynamic, this environment, and you don't know where to turn, you don't know who to go to, Source. Source is your answer. And Source is in here. Source is in all of us. We are all from Source. We are a creative, divine expression and extension of Source consciousness. So you just have to go inside of yourself. Your heart is the portal. This right here. Your heart center is the portal to access the infinite, eternal Source consciousness. The more that you connect with Source, building this connection on the foundation of trust and unconditional love, and the more that you feed and nurture and protect and grow, expand, evolve with Source, you literally have full control over your reality. You have full control over yourself, because Source can come through and work miracles magic, whatever you want to call it. Source has the power to do anything in your reality. And this is just a part of existence that humans have forgotten about, because when we go through the birthing experience, we go through an amnesic state and we forget who we are, where we come from, so that we can come here to learn. Earth is the hardest universal school on the planet. This is the hardest planet to live on. This is full of karmic lessons, very, very hard soul challenges. But Source will never abandon you. Even if you feel abandoned, it's just because you have forgotten. Source lives, exists within inside of you, because you are Source, having a temporary human experience. So when you are doubting, when you are feeling so much fear and insecurity, when you are feeling uncertain and lost in the darkness, you don't know your next step, you don't know which way to turn, who to go to, Source. Source is your answer. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I didn't want to make this too long. If you have any questions, comment down below. But really, this is this is all the answers that you're seeking. Just go inward, go connect with Source right now. But take all of your challenges, anywhere in your life where you feel like needs some harmony, some peace, some unconditional love, and give it to Source. And then sit back and surrender and trust the process. If you're not getting results right away, it's because Source has some work to do on the other side. Just depends on how stressful and chaotic and challenging the situation is. And if people start leaving your reality, let them go. Don't hold on to them. And if people are meant to be with you, to walk with you for this entire journey or through specific parts, then they will stay, and Source will guide them and you back home to your authentic self, to your higher self, to a higher frequency, a higher state of existence, so that you can harmonize connections and situations in your daily life. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope this helps. Try this out. And if you want to share your experiences, you can comment down below. But thank you for watching, and just keep going. I know this life is very difficult, and a lot of us that are on the mission of walking Source embodiment and returning home to our core authentic state of existence, our authentic frequency, choosing evolution. It's not easy. It's not an easy journey, but you're not alone. That's what this community is for the black sheep, for the rebels, for the light workers, the star seeds, and for the ancient ones, the way showers, for the souls that are exhausted, that feel alone and isolated and abandoned. Well, you're not, because we're in this together. All right, I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.